we're gonna go ahead and now go to the apology. He actually apologized, which was crazy to me. Now let's go ahead. Now this is literally like a day and a half later. It's not a week. It hasn't been a month, a year, a day and some change later. And I'm just being just generous with that. Day and some change later. It's probably like more less than 24 hours.
Hey,
but
you're being a Karen.
I'm talking
Karen,
and I'm not going to cancel you, and I'm not going to uncensor you. I'm simply going to challenge you on what you're saying. I think you don't understand the pain that you've been causing with some of these comments. And I think that one in particular, I can understand.
Oh, my God. God forbid, one comment could cause people to feel any of the pain that my people have went through for years. Even like the blacks being ushered to the left during the civil rights movement. No one has cared about black people.
I wonder why black people moved to the left during the 70s and 80s. I wonder why. But this is the same guy who says he doesn't read. Maybe if you took a couple minutes to read some things about that time, about how the Republicans were moving, you might figure some things out. Do you know who Martin Luther King was? Do you understand what he was pushing for? He was pushing for it. I don't know. It's
okay. Why does
no?
All right.
No one is.
Let me say, I agree that the racism against black people has been utterly deplorable, shameful, unacceptable, and thank God the world is beginning to move to a better place about the way it has treated black people like you. However, one form of racism doesn't justify.
It's almost in a better place.
Well, one form of racism doesn't justify another.
It's not a better place.
I'm not cutting you off. I'm finishing my sentence. You can respond. One form of racism. It is racism when you say I'm going DEFCON for Jewish people.
I was in a position where I've been hurt, and this is the way I had the right to express myself. The point of this interview is for you to question me, and then for me to answer and say, okay, even though the same rules are not applied to my people, if a person with a gun or drugs is pulled over and has three other people in the car, they're all going to jail. I'm not going to apply that to Jewish people for the sake of this conversation. Isn't that what you wanted? But you know what you did? You tried to civil rights me. You tried to pull me back to a week ago. But we're here today. There's been plenty of conversations and commentary.
Bro.
Since that. But you want me to go back to 1960.
No.
You want me to go back to 7 days ago.
All right, let me jump in.
Bro, is he literally trying to like make it seem like going and this hasn't been a week ago. It's been a day and a half at the most. He's trying to compare a day and a half to civil rights me. Like, bro, first off, that's a cold line. I might have to use that. You trying to civil rights me right now. But what is he talking? Bro, you've been tripping out for a couple of weeks, okay? Like I'm not going to even count the whole wearing the red hat and slavery was a choice and you running around with Confederate flags. I'm not going to even add that. I'm just going to start right when you decided to wear a White Lives Matter shirt. You were on a roll with the nonsense. And you think that you can all of a sudden just tell people, that was yesterday. I'm not going to talk about what I did yesterday. I'm not going to be held accountable for what I did a week ago. That was a week ago. You trying to civil rights me right now, bro. You trying to pull me back into the past. And right now I'm trying to move to the future. I'm looking forward and you're trying to look backwards. Yes, I done said 1,000,001 crazy things, but you trying to civil rights me right now. That's not going to work. Like, bro, it ain't working. That's not working on me.
Here's what I want you to do. I want you to reflect.
Okay, so have we grown? Have we grown?
Here's how we grow. Yeah, here's how we grow. I want you to reflect.
No, have we grown?
Have we grown?
You're not in charge of my growth. You're not in charge of
I'm
my
about
growth,
to.
Chris.
Okay,
Here's how
let me
we
phrase
grow.
it like this. I'm about to suggest to you how you may grow if you choose to grow this way. And you
Why?
can ignore
No,
me. You can ignore me.
Pierce, how much money are you worth?
Not as much as you, sadly.
Exactly. So take my advice. Maybe you'll get richer.
I would love to take your business
Why
advice.
would I?
Oh my God. That's exactly what's wrong with rich people. It don't matter what color you are. You could be black, white, Hispanic, Indian, Asian, anything in between. It just seems when you get to a certain amount of money, you lose all sense of time and all sense of like reality. He literally just asked him, how much money are you worth? And he said, yeah, I don't need to listen to you. What? What does that even mean? How much money did Malcolm X had when he died? How much money did Martin Luther King had when he died? $34, I believe. These were not rich people. James Baldwin, one of the greatest black writers. Frederick Douglass, W.E.B. Du Bois. These weren't rich people. But yet, I mean, but once again, we're talking to somebody who doesn't even read, who doesn't even educate himself. This is such a stupid argument, and I promise you, this has to be the last time I talk about Kanye West. It's nothing valuable. It's nothing tangible. Nothing to build upon when talking to people like this.
Listen to you.
Well, why do you hear what my advice is and then work out if I'm wrong? Can we do that deal?
Well, the thing is, you haven't given me any credit or a moment of reflection for the comparison that I made, the brilliant, if I do say so myself, comparison that I made to the cops pulling over one black person and locking everyone up.
I understand what you're saying.
And my tweet having issues. Wait a second, I wasn't done with the sentence. My tweet referring to all Jewish people, I said, for the sake of this conversation, I will refer to the business people who have destroyed me and my people and my fellow creatives. But you didn't even accept that I gave you that.
Bro, that is not even... Why is he trying to make it sound like that's so groundbreaking? That's called being modest. That's called being a decent human being and what he's talking about is guilty by association. So if one person stole a car and they picked up their friends and there's 3 friends in the car, guess what? If the cop pulls them over, if the person driving stole the car, guess what? Everybody's going to jail because you're guilty by association. Now, is that right? Probably not, because it's not always everybody who participated in a crime. Who needs explaining of that? Black folks already know that. Why do you think they even created such a thing as guilty by association? Why? If you read a book, if you cracked open any book that was probably like 70s and lower, you can probably open any book, random pages, and find that information. It is common knowledge. Why is he making it seem like he just like put some stuff together, was like, I'm a genius? And he's like, you give me credit for that. It's like, bro, you don't get credit for being a decent human being. Sorry to hurt your feelings, but you don't get credit for being a decent human being. Yay. No, I'm not going to applaud you for that. I'm not going to call you a genius for being decent. You're not going to be like the other racist people who did that to your people. So you're not going to do that to them, but you want credit for that? Bro, get out of here. You're fired.
that.
You're fired.
You tried to push me back into 1960.
No, I
you
didn't.
tried to push me back into last week.
No, I didn't.
Okay, do you accept that example that I gave you?
I understand completely the example you gave me. I think all racism is wrong.
So I feel that we've grown.
I would like you to reflect.
I feel that we've grown.
If you
feel we've grown?
If you've now changed what you wanted to say originally, my question for you is, do you now regret saying DEFCON 3 on Jewish people? Are you sorry you said that?
No.
I think it matters. You should be.
Absolutely not. You know, I will say I'm sorry for the people that I hurt with the DEFCON, the confusion that I call. I feel like I cause hurt and confusion. And I'm sorry for the families of the people that had nothing to do with the trauma that I had been through, and that I use my platform where you say hurt people. And I was hurt.
It's an uncensored interview. You said something which you've now...
There it is right there. There it is right
Which
there.
you hadn't said, and you've apologized. I actually think that says a lot about you, right? That shows...
Yeah. He said it right there. He said it right there. Now, can we be mad at Kanye West? Can we fully disown him as black people? Because he literally opened up and said he apologized for grouping all Jewish people as, you know, a mob and out to get black folks and out to get him and terrorists. It's the businessmen and women that done him dirty and he felt some sort of way. So he didn't mean to include all Jewish people. He is right. Hurt people hurt people. And one thing we got to understand is you need friends. I'm not talking about other rich folks. I like possibly poor people. Because it seems like more poor people have more common sense than rich people. Like they have the wrong kind of sense. You know, rich people have the sense. Poor folks have sense. You know what I'm saying? And it just seems like Kanye West needs a support circle. He needs people around him who are going to sit him down, talk his language, because he ain't listening to regular conversation, and be like, bro, if these people hurt you, we need to handle them. You can't be going around wearing White Lives Matter shirts, speaking rhetoric from the right wing, white supremacist type talking points. You can't be doing that. You can't be death conning Jewish people. You can't be George Floyd, bro. So my question to you is it too late? Is it too late to apologize? It's too late. Is it too late for Kanye West to apologize? He done did so much damage. He done did cause so much confusion, so much hurt. It's like burning down somebody's house completely down to the ground. Say, you know what? I apologize. That apology ain't gonna build that house back up, bro. But I don't know, man. It's hard for me to it's hard for me to completely write someone off. But sometimes it's just that person is already too far in that rabbit hole to where it doesn't matter what you think. You know what I'm saying? Like he done already destroyed bridges. He done already disrespected black folks, Jewish people, like so many other people. I didn't see every single comment or interview he did, but at this point it doesn't matter what we think. You know what I'm saying? This is completely in his court. The ball is in his court, and he's gonna have to do a lot of apologizing, bro. But nevertheless,